one of the most powerful things that your optometric practice can do, or the team itself, is make people feel welcome. That is something that I cannot reiterate even more, how powerful and impactful it is when a team or an individual working in a practice goes out of his or her way to make someone feel welcome. Let me give it to you in a practical manner. Someone walks into the door, stand up. It doesn't matter the age of the patient. It doesn't matter the race of the patient. It doesn't matter the type of individual. Make that person feel welcomed. It's not that person's responsibility to determine whether or not they're going to be feeling welcomed or appreciated or valued by coming into the practice. At the end of the day, you want the sale. At the end of the day, you don't know who's walking into the practice. That could be a person who's going to end up buying 3 or 4 pairs of spectacles. That could be someone who's going through a serious problem regarding the visual health that you're going to be assisting. That could be someone who has a massive potential of influencing his or her colleagues, their friends, their family about the experience that they got from your business. Every single day, people are working in different types of businesses, restaurants, clothing shops, whatever type of retail environments, right? They're not necessarily making appointments in some of these places, they're just walking in, even though we're in the midst of a pandemic. Same thing applies in your optometric practice. Someone comes in, stand up, greet them. You might be thinking, Obi, that's not always going to be feasible. That's not always going to be practical. Perhaps you're on the phone with a frustrated patient and someone walks in. Find a way to let that person know that just walked in that you're acknowledging them. Get eye contact. If this conversation that you are having on the phone, you're able to just say, sir, ma'am, please give me 1 moment. I just have to get something quickly. Put this person on hold and tell that person, sir, ma'am, welcome to the practice. Our team is currently busy at the moment, but one of us that will be freely available will be with you very shortly. We're just wrapping up our phone calls right now with patients. You have acknowledged that person. He or she's still going to just walk in and walk out without being acknowledged. So that's what I mean about create a welcoming atmosphere. The person that is walking in, especially if it's someone that you do not know, has so much potential for the practice. So don't be so focused on what you are doing that you forget to acknowledge the person that just walked in. Create a welcoming atmosphere for the people that are walking into your practice. It might be someone that is coming in for their appointment and you wrapping up with the person who's about to leave from their current appointment. Acknowledge that one. Tell the person in front of you, sir, man, I'm not trying to be rude, can I just tell that person that we do see them and we will assist them very soon. Acknowledge people. That's how you create a welcoming atmosphere. And it goes a long way, guys. It really, really goes a long way. When someone who was, by the way, they were going to wait for you, right? In some cases, they were going to wait for you. But taking that short moment of saying, hi, sir, hi, ma'am, we see you. That eye contact that I will be with you very shortly goes a long way. So even if you are overwhelmed with the optometrist is handing you a patient that just walked out of the test room, you're about to hand over another patient to the optometrist. Now this person is coming in, this one is phoning. Just communicate. The best way to create a welcoming atmosphere is through communication. If you're constantly communicating with the different people, it makes that process a lot easier. And you'll be amazed at how you are able then to connect with patients simply because you are creating a welcoming atmosphere for them. People remember the memorable experiences that they encountered, irrespective of the environment. So don't be in this routine or habit of just going about your business, forgetting the basics of things, that you want to create a welcoming atmosphere for people. Take it further. Arguments, disagreements, delays, any miscommunication that might take place between yourself and your colleague, yourself and the business owner, don't have it in front of patients. don't have it in front of patients. When a situation arises, don't be bickering in front of patients, because that is not creating a welcoming atmosphere. Your job is to make sure that from the minute that person walks into the practice to the time that they leave, the experience that they had was a memorable one. And so always remember that. Don't take those small little things for granted, because here's the thing. Where you go, if you go to a restaurant and 5 minutes later a waiter or waitress has not come to attend to your table or asked you if they can bring you anything or anything, you get frustrated, you get irritated. What kind of service is this place where they're not even acknowledging me? They did not even clean the table. They did not offer me something to drink. All they were focused on was checking my temperature at the door and sanitizing my hand. But I've been waiting for a waiter or waitress for the last 5-10 minutes. You're going to get irritated about that, right? How much more then when you are doing that to a person who's going to be spending thousands of rands on a pair of spectacles? Interesting way of looking at it, right? How can we get so frustrated by us spending 400 rands at a restaurant and we are impatient with a service, or we get irritated by the type of service that we will get, and we think it's okay for someone not to experience a wow atmosphere where they're coming into a practice that they're going to be spending thousands of rands on a pair of spectacles? You see, when you look at it that way, all of a sudden it changes your perspective on how you interact with patients, or how do you create an environment for your patients. I hope you enjoyed that one. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love to connect with you across all our different social media platforms as well. And so we hope you're enjoying it. Please do give us feedback or a comment in terms of what your experiences has been pertaining to creating that welcoming atmosphere for your patients.